electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First and 10. Here's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards that time.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line. But I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down.
First down, Packers.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Steps away to his left. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Carr. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. 33 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
The score, Packers 10, Raiders nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Aguilar has it.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
47-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And 6 yards to go.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down Raiders, Carr to Waller.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. But just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. The left side throw complete to Adams. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down, Packers.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And Crosby puts it through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Taken in the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. For Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine, ran the 40 in 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that speed in evidence there. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. From the gun, it's Carr. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jason Witten there to make the grab. And the Raiders have drawn even here. They can take the lead with the extra point to come.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and...
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nicholas Morrow on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Raiders' 19-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and a couple, Rodgers, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
The kick by Crosby is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
He'll find his running back here, Richard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Jacobs from the gun, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead.
Makes the score Raiders 21. Packers
following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
At the 30-yard line.
He's back to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered. He's at the 50, the 30, 20,